You can do that instead.
Did I just step on you? Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. Head coach JR Payne, sophomore forward, after that and junior guard, Zion Walker. Start with an opening statement from coach, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that one. I thought we certainly had our opportunities. And West Virginia's a really good team. I mean, they're number 20 in the country for a reason. But I think when we turn on the film, we're going to see that there was a lot of really missed opportunities that were us. Whether that's lack of execution or soft passes or not executing or whatever. So games like this are super frustrating because it's such a cool opportunity to have a great team on your home floor as you're climbing in the rankings, in the conference and all of that. And so I'm pretty bummed about the outcome, but certainly we played hard, we competed. There were some bright spots. Jade, 9 for 9 from free throws. Tabitha had 10 rebounds. There's lots of good things that happened. It's just that everybody is so good. I always say you don't have to play perfect basketball, not by any stretch. But the things that we can control, we have to control. And I think there's some areas that we didn't do that, and that's, I think, what bit us in the butt in the end.
That was sort of my first question. They're obviously so good defensively, you knew that, and they got a lot of steals, but was it those handful of turnovers that you felt like were unforced that in the end you look at it and say, man, those were the difference, and some of those maybe shots near the rim that
yeah, I thought we got pretty good looks. We missed a handful of layups, but outside people who don't know us as well see the turnovers. Those are easy to see. We're also going to see lack of organization. We're going to see we lifted to the wrong elbow. We were supposed to hit the corner and cut here. Things that we know because we rep it every day. And so, yeah, I think both things. Yeah.
I think about their defense. They obviously cranked it up in the second half. You guys had 21 points. Did they do anything differently in the second half? Because obviously the game got off to a fast pace.
I don't really know. I don't think they did anything really differently. I think it was just us, just self-inflicted wounds, just us, just like she said, being unorganized and just being lackadaisical with the ball and just not catching the ball where we want to catch it and getting the shots that we want to get. So I think that was just more on us because we were prepared and we knew they were going to press the whole game.
On the flip side, your guys' defense cranked up as well. They hit a lot of threes in the first half and none in the second half. How big of an emphasis was that? And do you feel like that a lot of that was attributed to the way you guys played them?
Yeah, we came in at halftime and we were like, yeah, we got to go to 3 better. So we definitely made that an emphasis in the second half.
You talk about the rebounding effort tonight. You getting 10, but you guys out-rebounded them. Obviously, you didn't win the game, but how big was that for you guys to stay in and have a shot there at the end?
Yeah, it was definitely a huge part of the game. A big part of how they play is rebounding, offensive rebounding, in particular. So us eliminating their second chance opportunities definitely, kept us in the game and kept it close. So it's definitely a big part, and I think we did a good job in that.
Coach Mark was in here and saying that first quarter was probably not a pace that either one of you liked. Would you agree with that it was maybe a little bit too fast-paced in that first quarter?
Like Zai said, we knew what we were going to do, going in. And I thought our little bit lack of organization early led to some turnovers early that led to some being sped up. And again, that's what they do. I'm not saying they're not really good at their job, but we weren't doing what we were prepared to do, and I thought that sped us up, and and we took some early shots that we didn't want to take. We had talked about if you have a great shot early, great. If not, let's execute in the half court, and even that we didn't do particularly well. So hopefully we get another chance to play them again and do better next time.
Just to follow up to that, and the players can answer it as well, but you guys have had some of these games where you say, man, we let that go. They all seem to be things that you guys can pinpoint and say, yeah, we need to fix that. And then you go out and fix it and it looks better the next game. Do you feel like this team has been pretty good at that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think we're a pretty coachable group. Like when we get into the film session on what's today, Wednesday, Friday, we do highlights and lowlights, learning lessons, and we're going to see the film. And for example, let's say it's Zai something. She's coachable. Like she's going to say, you're right, I should have been there, or I didn't make the pass, or I didn't meet the pass, whatever it might be. And so I think when we're coachable like that, it allows us to grow you know, if she was like, well, I didn't get open because, you know what I mean, then that team is not going to grow. But we don't do that. So I think that we'll see something. We'll say, yeah, that was my fault, and be better next time.
So player perspective on that, Tabitha, I mean, how big is that when the team is coachable like that?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. Like, honestly, being a part of a group that is willing to learn and willing to listen to each other and the coaches and willing to grow is really special, and it's not, you know, super common. I think us also being young as well means that everyone's ready to soak up information and ready to, you know, fix and change and move on. Yeah, so I think it's great.
And looking ahead, you guys are facing TCU on Sunday, a very tough team. What are you hoping to really hone in on for that game, and what do you hope to fix from this game?
Well, I think the biggest lesson is just organization over everything, you know, and playing fast is great, and we want to play fast, but we have to be organized. Our opponents are just too good, you know, to be able to. We don't want to play noon ball. We want to play organized collegiate basketball, and so so I think that's the biggest lesson. What do you have to do? I mean, I have been too focused on West Virginia really to pay much attention to TCU. They're great. They're a really good team. You know, they post play, they can shoot. You know, so we'll learn a lot more about them in the next day or two.
Zaz, your third year in the Big 12. You like this conference? I mean, obviously it's games like this. It seems like every night. You know, I think you guys have had 6 or 7 now. You know, single-digit games in a row. They've had a bunch. West Virginia has. Do you like this conference because it's like that every single night?
Yeah, I like how competitive it is. Like, you got to show up every night, no matter who you're playing, top or bottom of the conference. You got to be ready to play, especially on the road. But yeah, it's just important that you lock in for every game because, you know, you'll see somebody get upset every other night, every week. So it's just important that you lock in and focus on the game that's ahead.
As a competitor, I know you got to look at TCU first, but knowing that they're number 14, how much do you as a competitor like having those opportunities?
Oh, I love it. I mean, when you're a competitor, you like to play with the best of the best. So, you know, they're top of the conference, so we know that we have an opportunity to play with them on our home floor, and so we're going to take that.
All right.